Welcome to my first ever declutter with me video. I have never made one of these because I'm not that good at decluttering, guys. I would love to be, and that is the goal. Let's make it happen though. This is the new me. We have this very embarrassing room in our house. Okay, we live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. The back bedroom is our bedroom. It is all complete. Everything's done, fixed, patched, painted, and clean and decluttered. This bedroom is the front bedroom. It's supposed to be the office slash baby room one day. He's still in our bedroom and we love sleeping together, so it's all good for now. But every time I step into this bedroom, I feel this low grade unsettlement because I don't like all this clutter. I don't like the mess that it is. I don't like that it doesn't have a purpose. This is like the nothing room and it just goes against everything that I stand for. This room currently contains a bunch of odd pieces. It has my beautiful West Elm desk, which is something that I purchased a couple years ago when we had a 2-bedroom apartment for the first time and I needed an office. I needed a place to sit to do all my work and my writing, and I bought this amazing desk, like one of the only new pieces of furniture I think I've ever bought in my life, and now I don't know what to do with it because I generally work at the dining room table, so I need to figure this out. I kind of want to find someone who can give it a home for the time being, and then I can get it back when we move to a bigger house eventually, because we probably won't be here forever. There's just a lot of big items. This isn't your grandmother's decluttering video. This is going to be a big one. This is going to take more than one day for sure. It's more than decluttering. It's like a rehaul. But I need you guys here with me. I need you here to give me support and tell me, is there anyone else out there who has a junk room instead of a junk drawer? Because it hurts my heart and I don't want to be that person. I want to be the people who have this 2-bedroom home and every place has a purpose. Yes, there's not a lot of storage here, but that's okay. We make do. There's only 2 closets in this house. One is the back bedroom, one is in this bedroom. That one's my closet. This one is my husband's closet. So our baby just won't get a closet, but that's okay. We just have a giant dresser for him. There is no storage other than that. We don't have, you know, a hallway closet or anything like that, which I think is wonderful. I think it's so great to be forced into keeping your things minimal. A great way to push you into having responsible finances because you really have to rethink things. And I get offered free things all the time. It's like one of the things of being a YouTuber, influencer type of person, and I say no constantly, especially for big items. Anything I know that I won't buy myself, I don't accept because I just don't have space in my house, and I love it that way. Today we're going to be looking at a lot of the big items. We're going to put some stuff on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace to sell, get rid of, give a new life so we don't have to throw anything in the landfill except for one big broken lamp. That was a cheap lamp and I don't know why I bought it. And we're basically going to get ready to make this room what it is meant to be. As you can tell, it is not finished because it's not been painted, it's just been patched, and we haven't finished the floorboards. So how can we do that when there is so much junk in this room? I hope you guys are ready for a declutter with me video, and hopefully you guys like these kinds of videos so it motivates me to keep making them and making my house even more clutter-free. My baby is eating a speaker right now. One second. The first thing we're going to, what is going on with my hair? The first thing we're going to tackle right now is this giant dresser. I think it would be cool to paint it one day, especially when we have a better idea of what my baby's room is going to look like and what colors we're going to do. But inside the drawers, it's fairly organized. The top drawer is everything he fits into right now. This drawer, every other drawer is clothes, hand-me-downs I've been given. I haven't bought a single item of clothing. Thankfully, everything's been hand-me-down or a gift. The bottom 4 drawers are just clothes that my baby does not fit into yet, and it's really great. As soon as he grows out of something, I'll pull it from this drawer and put it in this giant bag, just to keep things, you know, everything that we use is in the top drawer, and then I'll keep moving things up. I think it's like a pretty smart system, if I do say so myself. It's just the top of the dresser that I want fully cleared because it's just, it doesn't need to be there, and it's gonna help me get the rest of the room going. The first thing I know what to do with, I feel very confident about this, is taking this giant bag of clothing that my baby has grown out of And I am going to package this up and put this into the garage because these are clothes I love and I'm going to keep for any future babies. And then as the baby grows out of clothes, I'm just gonna have to make an extra step to go to the garage to the storage area so it's not just sitting here. Oh, see, the room looks so much better without that big plastic bag. This is Bananagrams, you know, an essential in any marriage word games, and we do love this game. We are going to keep it, but it's in the wrong place. I think when I'm decluttering, I just have to ask myself, does it have a purpose? Does it have a place? This has a purpose and a place, but it's not on top of the dresser, so I'm gonna put this in the game drawer. I'm not sure what this is. Voila! It's clean! What we have in this corner are 2 yoga mats that I use. One is my indoor mat, one is my outdoor mat because I am just that precise. And the other big thing is this vacuum. The thing is, we've been putting it in here so that we can just easily grab it. But it's like a big vacuum. Do you see how strong I am? I just lifted that right up over my head. I'm going to put this in the garage because we can just go out to the garage to grab the vacuum. I like it so much more than just putting in here where it's so big and bulky. Another big organizational dilemma that we have is beach towels. We have some cupboards in the hall that store linens, towels, blankets, that kind of thing, but we just don't have a place for beach towels, so I've been keeping them in my car, which is, I think, fine, because sometimes I'm out and about and I do need a beach towel. I need to be more diligent about putting the beach towels in my car every time I use them. This is a handy dandy roller, which for now I'm gonna keep with my yoga mat. I think this and my yoga mat should be stored in my closet, actually. That makes a lot more sense. Here is this is a bit of a question mark. It's full of cat hair. This is just a big blanket. We have so many blankets. I don't know if my husband wants this one, so I'm gonna have to set this in a pile to ask him. This is my beloved pregnancy pillow. Oh, it was so comfortable during pregnancy. I used it every single night. This I'm definitely going to hold on to because it was so useful, so for future pregnancies I can use it, and I'm going to store this in the garage. I already have a bin of my maternity clothes and other like pregnancy things. I see other things under my desk that are also going to go in that same bin, that same location, and so I'm so excited to get everything organized finally. Here are a few items. This is a gorgeous chair that my mom found at a garage sale and gave to us, but we have to give it a cushion. We've had it for years and we're just not very crafty people. We're not ones to like refurbish things. We haven't done it yet, but my husband really wants me to hold on to it because he thinks we will, and it is a nice chair. It's really beautiful, and he thinks we'll put it in our bedroom when the crib is out of the bedroom. We are now going to tackle under the desk before we go on top of the desk and within the desk. This is a lesson on prepositions, as you can tell. This is a box of blocks that I haven't gotten out for the baby yet because I just thought he wasn't old enough, but now he totally is. So I'm going to unpackage those and put them in his little toy drawer. This is his bookshelf. These are books that aren't board books, and he will rip them apart, so we sort of set them aside for now. Holy moly. I'm going to go through this mess and sort of separate things, and I'll meet you back later. I can't actually do much in this corner because there's a big pile of electronics that I don't know what my husband wants to do with it. I don't know if any of you guys have a partner who does not enjoy decluttering as much as you do. I feel like I'm not a very sentimental person, so I can get rid of things really easily, and I'll just like try to find a new life for it, recycle it, give it to someone else, and get it out of my house. I want it out. I did find this exercise ball. It's deflated now in this box. This was something that a lot of pregnancy people recommend for the later end of your pregnancy to prepare for birth, open up your hips, all that stuff. Sit on it, gives you good posture. This was horrible for me for my piriformis pain. It made everything worse. I don't know, I think it's more important to prepare your mind for birth than your body, and this is going to be donated. I will not use this again because it was awful. This 15-pound dumbbell has a partner. I think it's on the deck right now for some reason. I think I'm gonna store this in my closet with those yoga mats. And these are 2 boxes of really old books from my childhood that I grabbed from my parents' house, and I'm going to put them on our bookshelf. And yeah, get them out from under the desk and get them out of this room, put them in their proper place. We are now going to tackle on top of my desk, and I'm gonna get everything organized and then we'll meet back. Alright, there's not much to report other than I really need to figure out where I'm going to put my gear. That's the biggest question mark for sure. I think it would be nice if I had some shelves in my closet or something that I could just have, so my closet is all my stuff and I don't have to have my stuff all over the house. So that is definitely the question right now. My gear is very minimal at the moment. I probably could pare it down even more. By gear, I mean filming stuff for my channel and my business. There's all these little things. Like sometimes I don't know what to do with all these Polaroids or little pictures or knickknacks. Obviously I don't want to throw it away. It's a sweet Polaroid of me and my baby, but what do I do with it? That is the question. And of course, paperwork. The paperwork is our downfall. We are so bad at paperwork, but you know what? I'm gonna shift that. Instead of saying I'm so bad at paperwork, I'm getting better every day at paperwork. I just had an idea. I think this is a solution to all of our problems. I have all of this gear, all of this stuff I need. I'm going to pare it down and get it as minimal as possible, but where am I going to put it if I don't have an office and I don't really have like a lot of storage? And if this room is going to be the baby's room, I'm going to get bins and put them under the bed. I think that's such a brilliant option. I feel like under the bed is like this secret place that we sometimes forget. We can put things there and it's kind of out of sight, but still accessible. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. I have a ton of stuff in my desk. I have a bunch of notebooks in here. I don't want to touch it right now. I'm gonna get there eventually. I don't know if you guys, anyone else out there are writers, but I write by hand for all of my first, second, third drafts, and then I put it on the computer. Do I keep the notebooks? I don't know. Probably not. Am I really gonna look at those again? I don't know what to do. Anyway, let's tackle this beast. First of all, if you are wondering why we have a bunch of plants in here, it's because the baby started crawling about a month ago and everything changed. My whole life just went bloop. He loves like tugging on the leaves and it's just gonna topple over and ruin this plant that I've had for 4 years now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like it's just, you know, you just sort of have to be temporarily without your houseplants until the baby can understand that these are off limits. I don't know. What do you guys do about your houseplants? I don't have a place to put them on a shelf or anything like that. This has been a very handy little cubby, but as you can see, it's not even very accessible because it's way back here. I barely even touch it anymore. Whew, I'm overwhelmed. This is an antique rocking chair that our friend gave us from the 60s, and he was rocked in it when he was a baby, and it's perfect. It's like really small and sweet, but yeah, we haven't been using it very much because it's been stuffed in this catch-all room, so I think it'll look really nice here in the baby's room. Guys. Alright. Sometimes I look at all my stuff and I'm like, holy moly. Back when I used to write every single day, I collected notebooks. I would just get a bunch of them and I would fill them up. So I always had a bunch on hand. And these are all empty notebooks. And wow! I'm going to keep these notebooks because I'm going to write again one day. And regardless, I'm going to homeschool, so we're gonna need lots of paper. So we're going to keep these. I think this actually might be the place that it belongs, so we're gonna stick this right back in the cubby. I found a couple treasures as I'm digging through here. A fan or a follower made this for me. This is a picture of my dog Padme that she turned into a drawing, watercolor. Oh, it's just so beautiful. She did such a good job of capturing her essence, and I need to get this framed. I'm so bad at getting things framed. I'm getting better every day at getting things framed. And this is a mandala that one of my best friends, one of my dearest friends, Isla Morley, made me. I don't know what the occasion, I think it was a moving in present 2 years ago. I need to get both of these framed. I would love these to hang on my walls. I also cleared up this entire cubby of things that I don't need anymore, and that is going to remain empty because this is going to be the baby's one day. So there it is. Now we have another cubby where I have a bunch of tote bags. I feel like there's a better way to store tote bags. I might find something on Pinterest. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something really handy. I definitely use these all the time. I have some greeting cards. I think they're just blank. I like to write people cards sometimes, so I like to keep these. What? A glasses container full of screws? What is this? This was a couple years ago when my friend Emily visited me from Switzerland. I should send this to her because I remember this moment where I was like, oh, I'll get the photos, and then I got them and I never split them in half to share, so I'm gonna send this to her as a surprise. Shh. Oh, this is my sentimentality box. This is my whole box of sentimentality. That's what it is. Let's put them back in here. And put my book of Emily Dickinson poems on the bookshelf where it belongs. This is my donate pile. Goodbye to all of these things. You have served me well. Godspeed. Alright, the baby woke up from nap, so that is all I can do. It's actually, you know what, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I did conquer a lot of things today, and I got this all clear. That just feels really good. I got this corner nice and clear, and I have majorly cleared out this cubby thing that will end up being my son's. I would love to paint it a fun color. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. And everything else is Eric's that he needs to take care of. I don't know why all of his clothes are here. I'm really not sure about that, but that's okay. He can figure that out. This is a lot of construction stuff that I think is going to be used when we finish the room. And of course, our air conditioning unit we're trying to sell. Slowly, slowly we will get there. If you're wondering what these boxes are, I got some new gear that I'm going to be using soon. Whew! I actually did a lot, and like that little space is free. Whoop whoop. Thank you so much for following along on this declutter with me. I hope this was inspiring and kind of relatable too. I think that a lot of decluttering videos can be a little too high to attain. I just don't have that kind of house that's like perfectly clean, white lines and everything like that. But I'm gonna count my wins and say I did a pretty good job, and I still gotta take my stuff to the thrift store. That'll be really nice. I feel like decluttering online is like in front of thousands of people is very vulnerable. It's just a bunch of stuff that I have. I feel like the stuff that we own just says a lot about us, and the stuff we still own and don't use says even more. And I just don't want to be a hoarder. I don't want to be those people who just have a bunch of junk in their house. So thanks for, not judging me. It can be really scary to share this part of my life. Like I really, really need to declutter my toiletry closet, but that's probably the most embarrassing stuff. Like, what is that thing you have?